back to my channel. Today I'm going to be comparing the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Smoothie and the Cantu Coconut Curling Cream. So both of these products are available at Boots and Superdrug. The Cantu is $7.99 at the moment, whilst Shea Moisture is $10.99, so it's a little bit more expensive. So if we take a look at the Cantu first, in terms of the smell, this one has a very fruity smell. It smells the same as their gel or custard, which I have done a tutorial for previously, which if you'd like to check out, I will add a link somewhere in this video. So yeah, they all have the same nice tropical sort of fruity smell. So the consistency of the Cantu, so it's quite thick. And so in comparison, the Shea Moisture it's not got such a strong smell. It's got a slight sweet smell, but it's quite nice still though. It's not horrible. But I think the Cantu one probably smells nicer. In terms of the consistency of this one, again, it's quite a thick cream. It's not going anywhere. I would say it's probably thicker. Okay, so my hair's already been washed. It's dried quite a bit now. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to dampen. I'm going to wet it off some more. So now that's really quite wet, I'm going to use the same leave-in conditioner first of all on both sides. So I'm going to be using the Garnier Ultimate Blends Hair Food, which is my favourite at the moment, which I've used before in other videos. This stuff is just great. It smells really nice. And they have lots of different smells. So this one's the papaya one, but they have lots. They have banana, cocoa butter, I think. Just lots of different ones. Anyway, this isn't a review of that product. So I'm going to put about that much first of all. I'm going to use the Cantu cream on this side, and I'll use the Shea Moisture one on this side. I have to say I've not really got very high hopes in terms of their frizz control, because I would usually use a gel rather than a cream, because my hair gets very frizzy because it's quite thick. Where the Shea Moisture does say that it is for thick curly hair. Whenever I've used it before, I've used it with a gel rather than by itself, so we'll have to see how that goes. First of all, with the Cantu, I'll use that on this side. So I'm going to take about that much. Yeah, it smells just like their gel, this one. And up until very recently, the Cantu gel had been my absolute favourite styling product. But if you'd like to see the video for my new favourite curly hair gel, then I will put a link somewhere in this video. But it applies quite nicely. So it's going on quite smooth. It feels very moisturising, which is what it claims that it does, and it moisturises. It's got a nice slip to it, so it's going on well. too much on. I don't want to put too little on. Maybe just a little tiny bit more. Just at the front. Curls are clumping together quite nicely with this one so far, I think. Okay, I think I'm going to finger coil a few bits. I'm just going to add a teeny bit, just rub it between my hands and then just scrunch up a bit. Now I'm going to do the Shea Moisture on this side of my hair, now that we've done with the Cantu. Okay. Right, so Shea Moisture. Okay, when I've used this one before, I have found that I've had to use a very small amount because otherwise it can go a little bit greasy feeling, so I'm not going to use too much of this one, I don't think. So I'm going to use about that much to start with. So with this one it's a bit more difficult to get it out of the pot. It's like it doesn't want to come out. It's really strange texture really, this one. The other one's more like a usual sort of cream. More like a leave-in conditioner sort of consistency with the Cantu one. Whereas this one's a bit thick. Yeah, it doesn't like to come out of the pot as easily. It doesn't. You have to kind of scoop. First impressions, the Cantu seemed to clump my curls a lot better, whereas this has got a little bit stringy, and it feels a bit more dry. Like it's not so easy when I'm doing the finger coiling. It doesn't like want to stay so much. It kind of flips out. And this side seemed to go a lot better to begin with. Yeah, once it's in your hair, the Shea Moisture one does smell really nice as well. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe it's coconut. It could be a little bit coconutty because it's coconut and hibiscus. It could be coconut, but like a sweet coconut kind of smell. So it's feeling a lot drier than the other one. The other one is a lot more moisturised, but then I don't think this one claimed it was moisturising. Sort of silty feel. No, but yeah, the other side definitely felt a lot more moisturised. And this is a lot drier. It's already feeling like I can feel this. Anyway. A little bit more on. Maybe a little bit of water. It doesn't seem to want to hair as well as the other one. It kind of sits there a little bit. You have to really rub it in. Right, that's been a little bit better. Hopefully. The Shea Moisture do a kind of gel as well, like the Cantu does their cream and their gel. So the Shea Moisture's gel Soufflé, I think it's called. I have used that before and I haven't really liked it. But if you'd like to see that, then let me know and I'll do a video on that one. But yeah, I suppose I'll have to try it out again, but again you had to use a very, very small amount and I didn't find that. Anyway, that's not a video on that one either, so we'll stick to this. And if you'd like to see that, let me know, and I can do a video to show you what that gel is like. Maybe comparing that one to the Cantu gel, that would be good. Because I do prefer gels to creams, but we'll see how this goes. Right. Okay, so I'm just going to scrunch out a bit of the excess moisture from both sides with my cotton hair towel. So it's a hair repair, I don't know what it's called, something like that, towel, which I usually get off Amazon. You have to get it off the American Amazon because they're usually out of stock in the UK for some reason. But it's my favourite towel. I have it in this colour and I have it in black, and you can probably use a cotton t-shirt as well. It's just so much easier. It's so big and this useful little. Anyway, I love it. So we're just going to scrunch. Too much though, just a little bit, just to get the excess. Okay, so Cantu Shea Moisture, I'm going to go away, leave them to air dry, and I will come back and we will then compare them once they are dry. Okay, so it's been about 4 hours now, and my hair is now dry. Both of these creams have taken about the same amount of time to dry, so there's not really any difference there. I am going to just scrunch my hair a little bit because there is a slight crispiness, slight cast. Both sides, they feel about the same really, and there is a bit of frizz at the moment, particularly at the bottom. Probably about the same amount, so at the moment they look the same. So yeah, so I'm just going to use my OGX argan oil just to scrunch them out. Just about that much. Okay, I'm just going to use my hair pick as well, just to get a bit more volume. So I don't think there's too much difference really. I'm quite surprised by the definition, because like I said before, I would usually use a gel. But these creams have both defined my curls quite well actually. I think that perhaps the Cantu coconut curling cream, which was on this side, I think that it does look a bit, I think it's a bit shinier actually, and perhaps there's a bit less frizz than on this side. You can see there's some frizz around here. But otherwise there's not a huge amount of difference. One thing which I would say about the Shea Moisture Smoothie is that it has quite a sickly sweet kind of smell, so it's got definitely a stronger smell than the Cantu. Yeah, otherwise I think that in terms of definition they're quite similar, but I do think that perhaps the Cantu is the winner here. I mean, if you see the fronts, I would possibly use these underneath a gel, but perhaps not by themselves. The Cantu, or maybe I would be more inclined to use it by itself, but I don't think I could put up with the frizz that you've got here. In terms of volume, perhaps there's a bit. Perhaps the Shea Moisture has given a little bit more volume on this side, but that could just be because of the frizz. The fact that the Cantu is slightly cheaper than the Shea Moisture and seems to have a slightly better hold, a bit more frizz control, I think that perhaps the Cantu is the winner of this comparison. But please feel free to let me know in the comments below which one you think is the best out of the two. And if you like this video, if you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and please do hit the subscribe button below.